Hello, and welcome back to Cozy with Chelsea, a podcast to nourish your mind, body, and soul. I am Chelsea, your host. And if you have been wondering how to celebrate Earth Day, then look no further. This podcast is quite literally for you. If you didn't even know it was Earth Day, guess what? The podcast is still for you. The podcast is still for you. So the funny thing is, actually, I think today, the day I'm recording this, is Earth Day. Let me see. Yeah. So today is Earth Day, April 22nd. This episode will actually come out tomorrow, which is April 23rd. So we will be one day post Earth Day. But let me tell you something. You can celebrate Earth Day whenever your little heart desires. I think every day should be Earth Day. So the things that I mentioned today, guess what? You can do it whenever you want. That's the beautiful thing about living on Earth. Every day really is Earth Day. You know, Earth Day, what it is really being intentional with the way that we are living and ensuring that it's sustainable. We want to make sure we're taking care of this lovely planet that houses us and gives us life. Caring about the earth is not just like a one-time thing. We can care for the earth through consistent, small, caring, loving acts of devotion. And you can think about yourself in the same way, right? It's not like one day you wake up and you do this one thing and your life's better. It's like, no, life improves and you improve through continuous, small, loving, caring acts of devotion to yourself. But today, we are going to focus on how this applies to Mother Earth. Now, a brief history of Earth Day, for those who don't know, it was created, formed in 1970. That was the first official Earth Day, 1970. But in the 60s, there were a lot of anti-war protests and a lot of movements going on. And apparently, Senator Gaylord Nelson drew inspiration from those protests, but realized what was going on with our environment and how we were treating it and the negative impact it was having, used similar techniques for Earth Day. So they had rallies, they had cleanups, they had teach-ins, and in 1970, about 10% of the population at the time, so 20 million people, took part in those rallies, cleanups, and teach-ins. And it was one of the first major, mass environmental action days. It also led to the creation of the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. It also led to the creation of the Clean Air Act, the Endangered Species Act, and the Clean Water Act. And now, Earth Day is an international holiday where 1 billion people in over 200 countries celebrate it. It is the world's largest secular holiday. And I think that's pretty impressive. And I love Earth Day. I grew up celebrating Earth Day. My stepmom actually was really into Earth Day, and we would always go pick up trash or in some way do something that helped the earth. And I was always a trash picker-upper. I've talked about it on this podcast before. I am still a proud trash picker-upper. And I have a group that I volunteer with here locally, and we pick up trash. But I will also just pick up trash on the street, wherever trash is located. That is typically how I celebrate Earth Day, although I didn't do it this Earth Day. I mean, I pick up trash regularly, but I did something a little bit different. We'll get to that. I don't know if I've ever told this story on the podcast before, but when I was so my family was always big on litter, and by I shouldn't say that our family was big on littering. We were big on being anti-littering, anti-litter. Anyways, I always picked up trash, okay? And in middle school, there was an ice cream man who parked outside the school, an ice cream truck person, and the kids would always throw the ice cream trash on the ground, and I would pick it up. And there was a day where the man who owned or at least managed this ice cream truck saw me picking up trash and profusely thanked me because he said that he got in trouble if there was too much trash near his truck from the kids throwing it, and that he wouldn't be able to service that area. So he gave me free ice cream, and that was our new deal. So every day after school, I would pick up the trash and he would give me free ice cream. Actually, you know what? If you guys want to comment and tell me what your favorite ice cream was from the ice cream truck, I would really love to know. But mine was the ice cream cookie sandwich. I'm actually really hungry right now, but just thinking about that. So I had a free ice cream cookie sandwich every day after school for months. So the lesson is, it feels good to take care of the earth. It helps the earth. And maybe you get some free ice cream. Okay, to transition, I have a poem. It's been a minute since I've read a Mary Oliver poem on this podcast. And I thought Earth Day would be the right time for a Mary Oliver poem. So today I am reading When I Am Among the Trees by Mary Oliver. Here's how it goes. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locust, equally the beech, the oaks, and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say that they save me, and daily. I am so distant from the hope of myself, in which I have goodness and discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me, the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches, and they call again. "It's simple," they say. And you too have come into the world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine. I don't think I've read that one before. I might have, but I do think it's a pretty good Earth Day poem. I think it's just a nice reminder, first of all, if we're going to be so literal about it, to just be among the trees. I think when she says that they save me and daily, I mean, is that not true? Just going outside and looking at a tree can save me daily. So I get it. But I think also just being and connecting with nature is a way to come back to yourself and to remember, like she says, you too have come into the world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine. We can do that here, and the earth and nature are wonderful reminders of that. So go be among the trees, think of yourself as a tree, and take care of a tree. Not to mention, nature is quite literally. I mean, when she says save me daily, nature really does have the ability to benefit your overall well-being. It is a co-regulator. It regulates your nervous system. We're getting outside, we're grounding, we're breathing fresh air, we are getting sunlight. I honestly believe even just touching a tree will make you feel better. It will. So if you've been, fried, foggy, overstimulated, burnt out, being outside is medicine. So practical, cozy, doable ways to celebrate Earth Day. I have a few ideas. The first one, of course, is picking up trash. I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about picking up trash before, but I like picking up trash. So the next time that you go for a walk, if you can even just have like a rule of 3, if you see 3 pieces of trash, pick them up, right? If you pick up more, great, but picking up at least 3 is a huge start. I think another way to celebrate too is having a barter day. And that means swapping or trading or sharing something with a friend, a family member, a neighbor, someone in the community. I think it would be so great to barter like we used to. Swap a tool, share some seeds. If you grow something in your garden, give them a tomato. There's those library book things. You can go put a book in there. There's a lot of ways that you can do this, but I think something important, and I'll get to this next, but with Earth Day is also thinking about what do we already have instead of going out and buying more. So not only what do we already have, but what does someone we know have? Do they have a book already that we can read instead of going out and buying one? There's a lot of ways to do this. So just think about it in that way. The next one I have is mending something that you already own. So same idea here, but if we already have things that were produced, why don't we take care of them instead of throwing them away once they get old and raggedy or buying something new, right? So like I have a tank top and one of the straps, the threading came loose. So, sew it back on. It's not that hard. Patch your jeans. Remember patches? I remember wishing I could get a hole in my jeans when I was a kid so I could put a patch on top of it. So whatever you currently have, I have actually dining chairs. Now that I think about it, I have a lot of things I could fix, but I have dining chairs that have scratches on them and you can just fill them in with a marker. So it's like, okay, also remembering what do we already have and how can we take care of it? My next one here is the local feast, meaning how can we support our community when it comes to food and groceries? So, do you have a farmer's market? Do you have a local farm? Do you have a co-op? Do you know a friend with a garden? Do you have a garden yourself? Obviously, just supporting the community in general, supporting local farmers, and also growing food on your own is a wonderful way to celebrate Earth Day and something that we can do year round. Now, the last one I have is just like a phone-free outside sit or lay. So 10 minutes outside, not on your phone. We are just outside. It's us, it's the air, it's the earth. You'll feel better. Just trust me, you will. I like to do a trip. I'm actually going on one soon, and I will do no tech on the trip. I mean, obviously I'll have a phone if someone needs to get a hold of me, but I don't bring it with me. I go on hikes without it. I actually have put it in the safe before and just have a phone-free weekend, and it's the best thing ever. It's literally the best thing ever. I think that as you guys are celebrating this day, if you're thinking of ideas, also I would love to hear what ideas you have to celebrate Earth Day. If you want to comment those, or if you already did celebrate, please tell me. But if we can think about, yes, caring for the earth, but it's also self-care to care for the earth. You going out in nature is self-care. You picking up trash is self-care because you're helping your environment, you're helping your community, and you're helping yourself feel a little bit better for having purpose, for having done something good, right? So it's a self-care day and it's an earth care day. Personally, I celebrated Earth Day by planting a garden, and I live in the desert and I planted a garden. So I don't want to hear any excuses. We can't grow a lot here, but I did plant tomatoes and peppers and sage. So we will see how it goes. They are doing well. It's been a few days. So it's early times. But that's how I wanted to celebrate this year because I have never had a garden. I garden, meaning I have plants in my yard, but I've never had a garden where I've grown food. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. And then what's making me cozy? Well, of course, the gardening for Earth Day is making me cozy, but I am going on a trip soon, just a few days, and my intention is to not have an intention. I want to go and just see where the day takes me. It's a pretty relaxed weekend thing. I don't need a bunch of plans. I want to move my body. I want to eat yummy food. I want to have fun with my partner. And that is making me cozy because I'm very excited for it. Happy Earth Day. Take care of yourself. Take care of your community. Take care of your environment. It's important. I will talk to you all next week. Stay cozy. Bye.